Hey everyone, this is Neil Napier here. Welcome to this session. Really good to see you all here. Just give me a quick 1 in the chat box if you can hear me all right, and a 2 if you can see the screen. 1 and 2 would be perfect. Hey Ray, Joe, Elaine, we've got Brad, Peter, Girish says I can hear you and see your screen. Marvin, Tim, John, Patrick, Hazel, Thor, always good to see you. Agino, Charlie, Ken, awesome. John Levitt, we have a lot of people coming in, which is great. That's always fantastic. This is a slightly bigger turnout than I expected, which is not a bad thing at all. It's always a good thing. And I'm excited you are here today because the things that I'll share with you so far, we've been keeping under wraps. Actually, we did show it to some of our customers last week, and their jaws were very close to hitting the floor because the technology that I'll share with you, the training that I'll share with you today has not been revealed before. The technology more specifically is so powerful that we are getting anyone who has even just seen a demo giving rave reviews. We've had lots of positive feedback about what this can do. I think it is possible that you saw one of these pages yourself. Let me see if I can find that page link for you. Just give me 1 second. And I'll show you that right now. Okay, yeah. Let's just zoom out a bit. Okay, so not sure why it's like that. I think we're split testing at the moment, but we have had a ton of people basically commenting and saying why they like Local Leader, which is something I'll be showcasing you today on this session. But my hope, my goal today is to show you how you can find, qualify, and email clients, email prospects for services that they actually need. And this is really important. This is a mistake that a lot of people make. They tend to sell services that only they can offer. That may or may not work in your favor. I'm actually going to show you today how to even sell services that you may not be able to deliver, but you can give it to someone else and still make big money, because that is exactly what these prospects need. So I'll be focusing on that with you today. If you're not in service business, if you don't want to help a prospect by offering them services, I'll show you how to sell each of these leads for anywhere between $20 to $50. Sometimes it may be lower, but the sweet spot is $20 to $50. And trust me when I say this, there's a lot of agencies out there that are looking to buy these leads from you. I will ask you to put away distractions at least for the next 30 minutes, maybe a bit longer, because I think in the 30 minutes or so is when I'll show you some cool things. But it is possible that when you start watching, you may want to pay attention throughout this session. So make sure that you pay close attention, you keep watching, because we've kept this for ourselves for quite some time. But now that we know it is perfect, we want to share it with you. We want to show you how to generate qualified leads for any niche, any city in the world. And when I say that, I genuinely, truly mean it. And just to prove myself, I searched for restaurants. Before coming on this call, I'll show you this sneak preview. I live in a small city called Latvia. There's about 100,000 people here. Okay, it's not that small, but it is quite small, I guess, if you're in the US or if you're in the UK. And look, this is what I got. Just in the small city of 100,000 people, I found about, I think, close to 150 or so restaurants. And I got all of their phone numbers, I got most of the email addresses, and I got to learn a ton of other things as well about them, which helps me basically sell a service to them that I know they need. Okay, so that's a service that I know they're willing to pay good money for, and I'll show you how to do the same for them for any city, any niche in the world. In fact, you can literally take any country you can think of. You can think about US, France, Spain, Japan, India, US again, Los Angeles, Australia, Germany, any country in the world, any city, any niche, and it finds you leads. That's my challenge for you today. In fact, later on when I do the demo, I'm actually going to ask you for some suggestions, and I'll be very shocked if I can't find the leads for them. I will be able to find the leads for them. Jim, the bundle's not live yet. Jim's saying, I want to buy the bundle already. It's not live yet. So, or maybe I can't just drop the link for you right now. So even if you want to go away and come back later, do that at your own peril. I can only drop the link at a certain time when we actually make it available for everyone. So make sure you stick around for that. Now, I can tell you this right now, that you can sell literally anything to anyone using the method that I'll show you today. You can literally sell anything to anyone in the business world, what I need you to do is pay very, very close attention, because others that have actually used this tool, and I can't show you the one on the right now, but Timothy Wenk or Michael Barnes have genuinely said that this is by far the best local lead generation software they've seen. In fact, we had one user, I don't know if I have the image up right now, we had one user who saw it and they were like, Neil, I've seen so many of these local lead generation tools. I don't believe that it actually works as well as you say it does. I gave him access just to test it out. About 2 hours later, he had some suggestions, but more than that, he said, okay, this is by far the best tool I have seen for local lead generation. So you're going to see that in action too. Let me ask you this question right now. In the last 6 months, within your business, how many leads have you generated? How many business leads you've generated and then contacted them? That's the important part too, not just lead generation, but actually contacting them. Just throw a number at me in the chat box. I won't call out your name because even if it's 0, I don't want to, embarrass anyone, but that's okay. Just let me know. Not enough, under 10, 4, 50, 0. Okay, all these ones. Let me see. Let me just bump someone else. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. So the thing is, a lot of numbers are 0, 2, 2, so on. I know local lead generation is difficult. I completely get that, because if you want to basically generate leads in your business, then for these businesses, for these local businesses, then you have to essentially go out there, scrape data. And sometimes you get bad data, sometimes you get incomplete information, all those different things. So we want to avoid that altogether here today. Okay, we want to avoid that altogether. Okay, so here's what I want to tell you right now. Local businesses are back. I mean, I think we're quite past the pandemic right now, and the local businesses are back to the point that I feel, based on the stats that I've seen, about 49% of people are now comfortable, and they feel comfortable and safe in physical stores. So if they didn't before, they do now. Okay, the thing is that most local businesses have still not gotten very comfortable with how the online world works. They're still a few steps behind, and that's where you can come and help them, right? Because businesses need some level of automation so they can reach out to prospects, so they can reach out to the potential customers, and that's where you can help them. And I genuinely want you to help them. This is what this session is all about. It's about you going out there, making a positive change in the lives of these business owners, because if you can do that, if you can help them turn around now, they're going to appreciate you forever, and they're going to pay you for it. But how do you actually find these local businesses? How do you find these local businesses that need your help? See, traditionally, this is what you would do, and this is what I would recommend to everyone. You go for your morning coffee, and when you do, you stop by at, say, the local hair salon. You have a conversation with the hair salon owner. You get your coffee. You talk to the barista. You walk back. You pick up a newspaper, for example, from the local corner shop. You talk to them. You stop by in your favorite restaurant. You tell them, like, hey, is my reservation still on for tonight? And you talk to them, and then you go home, right? So you go out, you come back, and you talk to 4 businesses. Great. Alternatively, you can scrape websites. It's a method that works, but you need to be a little bit technical, and you need to first collect a list of all businesses. You need to go to the websites, and then you can get the email address from them, their social media links, and all those things, right? Alternatively, if you had a lot of money to spend, what you can basically do is you can pay that money to lead gen agencies. So there are literally lead gen agencies that contact me all the time via Skype, via email, and they say, hey, Neil, this is who we are. We can help you find local businesses. Just let me know what kind of businesses you want to contact, in what city, in what country, and what kind of details do you need about them. Like, these are 10 different things we can tell you about them. Which one of these do you need? Based on the data demands that you have, we'll charge you, basically, right? So the leads can cost anywhere between 20 to 50, and actually even a lot more. So you can pay money for those leads if you want. And let me tell you this, those leads are worth a lot of money. There are agencies out there that service these businesses that get paid occasionally $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month for services. So for them, these leads are easily worth $100, easily $100 each. Because if they get 10 leads, they only close 1. That lead's paying $1,000 a month, and they made their money back in no time. So again, lead generation, if done right, is really profitable. But of course, as you can imagine, all these methods are not scalable, or they're very, very time-consuming and expensive. So I wouldn't advise you to use them anymore, especially now that we have a solution that I want to put in front of you today. So here's what you're going to see today on this call. I'm going to show you how to find 1,000 new leads a day and more if you want, but at the very least, 1,000 new leads a day. How to qualify these leads, knowing what they're missing. And this to me is an important factor as well, because you don't want to contact these leads and just, sell anything. Like, here's the thing. If in my business, I have a problem with, let's say, content creation, and you're coming to me and selling me link building, well, how's that going to help me? My problem is content creation, right? Let's say if in my business, I have social media sites that I'm not putting any content on, and you're coming and telling me that, hey, let me actually run, let's say, let me build your website. And I'm like, hey, I don't need my website built. I need my social media accounts handled, right? So you need to know what to offer to these leads. And like I said, the secret is, even if you don't offer these services yourself, you can give them to someone else, or you can just sell these leads, right? We'll also show you how to actually use Local Leader to email these businesses instantly. And of course, like I said, bonus step is, if you're not an agency owner, I'll show you how to sell these leads to other businesses for $20 to $50 a piece. But also, with everything that you're going to see today, I'm going to show you how to do this without paying any monthly or annual fee. And look, I absolutely get that. When you go out there and you're looking for solutions like the ones I'm talking about, you will quite easily pay monthly or annual fees. So I'll talk about how to avoid those and how to do it all from the comfort of your home. Because after the session today, you'll be able to generate qualified leads with one single click. And I genuinely mean one single click. I know you get promised that every single time, and it breaks your heart to see that it's going to take you ages and ages to actually learn the software and then use the software. And it's not a single click. It takes 10 clicks and you have to do tons of different things. I promise you, when you see this in action today, you will be amazed. You'll be amazed by how easy it is to use, because there's no technical mumbo jumbo that you need to be concerned with. There's nothing to install, nothing to download. There's no need to research anything. It's not a complicated setup. It is very, very easy to use. Plus, because this is a special webinar that we're running for 25 people only, I'm going to give you an incredible package deal where we basically give you full access to our secret lead generation and emailing platform. So everything that I'll show on this session today, plus a little bit more that I won't have time to show, I'm going to give you access to all of that at an incredible one-time price. And again, let me remind you, people that have seen it have absolutely loved it. So Richard is the user on the left who said, basically, thanks for giving me test access here. Overall, this is the best lead finding software that I have found, that I have used. Let me see if I can actually find very quickly his testimonial, because it was good. So I want to share that with you so you can actually see what he said, how he went from being someone who just didn't basically agree with it all the way to like, yeah, absolutely love it. So there you go. This is Richard Smith. Let me open that again for you. Okay, this is what he said. On the left, he said, Neil, I've seen, bought and refunded a couple of these types of products in the past and now dubious about these Legion type of products, blah, blah, blah. Does it actually work? How is your product different? He tried it out, and then a day later, he came back saying this, same day, but he posted it later. He said, thanks for giving me the test access here. Overall, this is the best lead finding software I've found. I think there's some things you could do to make it even better, and I've outlined them below. So again, he said his words were, this is the best lead finding software I have found. So again, if we can convert a skeptic like that, going publicly telling me like what's different about this, all the way to, yeah, I love it, we can convert you too. Now, quick disclaimer before we go any further. I will walk you through a very specific system that I'm now using myself and is bringing me consistently great results at the time of this webinar. My results are certainly not typical, and there's a good chance that you will not get the same results. However, I am happy to show you exactly what is working for me right now for free, but do note, it is not for everyone. So if you don't know me, my name is Neil Napier. I promise I'll keep this short. I've been an online marketer since 2012, and I started my journey online to literally replace my job. I got fired from, I was working for a bank doing software development back in 2008. In 2010, I got fired. They ran out of money. I was a little bit lazy, so they had to let me go. It was a very comfortable job, and I had to make a shift very quickly. I had to move away from just being an office worker to trying to make money for myself very, very quickly. And I can tell you, the big changes came from me in 2012 and 2013, because in 2012, I started selling information products. 2013, I started creating software. And most of the things that we create are created with the intention of helping people streamline their business. I've built a successful business by using our own tools as well, because my biggest wins in my business have actually come from closing more sales. So in our business, the formula is really simple. We generate leads, we email those leads, we close those leads into various products and services that we have, and that's it. In fact, just last month, we closed a couple of clients for services that we provided. It was email writing as well as landing page creation. So we did that, and this is, they agreed to basically pay $800 for a little bit of work that we could do for them, which was all done by my team, all handled by my team, and it's a pretty good arrangement. So again, I'm not just a product creator and seller. We occasionally do services as well, as long as we know that we can do a really good job at that and we can deliver them without me getting involved. That's really important as well. And again, business is good. Just last year alone, we did just under $2 million in sales. I was a bit bummed that we couldn't get to $2 million all the way, but that's a pretty good number still. Look, I'm not showing this to you to boast in any way. I'm just showing this to you to tell you that we talk the talk and we walk the walk. I know exactly what I'm doing in my business, and if you were to copy even 5% of what I'm doing, if you could get 5% of those results, I think I would have done my job. So let's go back and look at the problems one more time. Lead generation is tough because the current methods of lead generation are bold, time-consuming, expensive, archaic, however you want to see it. So what if you could, in 3 simple steps, find the leads, qualify them, and contact them immediately? Right, 3 steps. I'm going to show you those 3 steps today. You can, of course, do all of this manually as well. It's just going to take a little bit, a lot longer, but you can do this manually too. My hope is with what I show you within Local Leader, you'll be able to speed up that process, speed up that progress really fast. And again, as a bonus step, I will show you how you can actually sell these leads to other businesses, other agencies, and make no hassle money. So if you want to see those 3 steps, type in 3 for me in the chat box. We'll get into it. We'll do the live. We'll do a demo for you in a little bit, and also do a live demo for you much later on. But I want to make sure that you can see these 3 steps. So type in 3 for me, and I'll be sure you haven't gone to sleep so far, and then we can carry on and show you some cool things. Let me see if the chat is handled too. Cool. That's perfect. Awesome. Absolutely. Yes. 3. Let's go. I will ask you a bit later, much later actually, for suggestions on what businesses you want me to search for, and I promise I'll search for all of them in front of you. Like I said, if I can find them for a small city in Finland, where English isn't even the first language, I'm pretty sure I can find them for you in most parts of the world. So the 3-step process is simple. I talked about this already. You're going to find leads. You're going to qualify them based on basically what their requirements are. This is important. You don't want to sell something to someone that they can't use, right? You don't want to come to me if my problem is content creation. You don't want to sell me, hey, I'll build your website. I'm just going to shut that down in an instant. So you qualify those leads and you send an email with a personalized message. Okay, so we'll focus on all these 3 steps. Let's go through these 3 steps. Step number 1, I want you to go out and find the leads. Again, all methods suck, but I want to show you how actually Local Leader works, how you are able to pretty much instantly find the leads that I showed you right here with just 1 single click. Okay, now what I actually have here is a demo that someone in my team created. I'm going to show you that now, but I promise, like I said, I'll come back and show you a few more things inside the software in real time as well. I want to show you this demo because we have carefully created this for you so that you get a really good overview of what the software can do. And then, like I said, a bit later, I can do a full demo for you one more time with your request. So I'll be a DJ here. I'll be taking in your request. But for now, let me play this demo from Lou so you can see exactly how Local Leader works. If for some reason any of you have audio issues, do stick around. Don't go away because it's going to be 8 minutes long. But then I will bring you back to me because sometimes some people say when we do these demos, there's some audio issues. So it may happen, but just don't go away. Stick around. I'll keep chatting with you in the chat. Here we go.
Hey, this is Lou, and I want to welcome you to this demo of Local Leader. I'm going to show you how to generate targeted, qualified leads and how you can send offers to them right from within Local Leader. As I do that, I'll show you some of the other features as well that are part of understanding what Local Leader is and what it could do for you and your lead generation. All right, so here we are at the dashboard. You can see here, you can find and go to previous searches. You can look at the ones that you have saved, that you favorited, and you can manage your email and track it from here. All right, the built-in cold email system is, here's the agency profile section. You can add your agency name and email, your phone number, your website, right here to upload the logo, and then save it. And here you have your settings, and in here you'll be able to set up your SMTP for your email account, your Mailvio API for your integration, and you can also reset your password. Now, we're going into the heart of Local Leader, the find qualified targeted lists. So we are going to do our project right here, our project name, restaurants in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So then we're going to go and add our keyword here, restaurant, and then our location. If we start typing, it will suggest cities, towns throughout the world. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, USA. There we are. Now, if we were to put in something like Springfield, right? Springfield, there are Springfields all over the US, right? If we were to put in York, I get England, I get York, Pennsylvania, I get York, Ontario. So all over the world is where these searches are done. You're able to search, but we're looking for Gatlinburg, so we're going to put that in. There's Gatlinburg, Tennessee, pops up. We select that, and then we search. Now, at this point, it's the next screen that tells us to recommend waiting up to 5 minutes to ensure maximum results. Now, that's because Local Leader is not simply an email scraper, all right? It doesn't just go around looking for @ symbols on websites. It goes through and effectively grabs quality leads targeted to that area and that niche that you're looking for and gives you a ton of information right on the front end. So let's give it some time to do its work, and we'll be back in just a moment. And we're back. Now, when we click here, we'll see the page load with all the information that we need. And you'll see it's not simply a scraper. It does not just give us email addresses. Sure, you could get this information from just there from the website, but not all of this information. Maybe you could find a website too with a scraper, but you're not going to find LinkedIn information and click the link to go right to it. You're not going to find the Facebook page information and who's using their Facebook page. You see, a lot of these restaurants are using their Facebook page, but this guy isn't. He's got some Twitter and Instagram stuff, so he understands social. You can also look here to see the ranking on Google. And that's what that number indicates, their niche in the ranking for Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This is interesting, the reviews and ratings section. So it shows you the reviews that they've received and their star rating on a 1 to 5 star rating average. You can use this as a great way to help people who have low ratings or few ratings to help them with reputation management or review getting. So you see this guy here's have 2,700. These other guys have less, and any of the not green stars here, like Shoney's, could use some reputation management work. We could offer them services in that area. There's other ones down here that are in need as well. So you can look through those as well. You can look over here and see how many of them are using advertising online, whether it be Google or Facebook advertising. Are they using a retargeting pixel system? Again, Google or Facebook. You can get that information right there. And then what subcategory they are in the niche of restaurants. So we want to look for people who are not utilizing their Facebook. That's going to be our target group. And we're going to offer them the service of a free Facebook page creation to gain their business so that we can also go after them with retargeting and Facebook advertising that can give us a continuing income that recurs on a month-to-month basis. So what I'm going to do is look through here for restaurants that are not using their Facebook page and then also are not using retargeting pixels or Facebook advertising. We're looking for people who understand social ideally. So this guy here, the Greenbrier Restaurant, he doesn't have a Facebook page, but he knows what social is because he has a Twitter and an Instagram page. He's not using any kind of advertising or retargeting pixel and has some good reviews. So we're going to save him. And then we're going to look for another one. Oh, here's another one. He's using advertising. He's using retargeting, but not advertising. This one here, not using anything online. So there's a place we can step in and offer them all these services to show them how while they do have a pretty good number here in their reviews, we can make it even stronger. Let's see if there's another one here. Oh yeah, this guy right here, the local goat. Okay, local goat here is not using Facebook, but is using Twitter. So we're going to save that one. No Facebook advertising. And then when we're done, we are going to then hop over to our saved leads. And here we see the restaurants in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Click on our saved leads, and we'll see the leads that we have collected. Now, you'll see this looks a lot like the last screen, except there's one additional column over here that allows us to email them. So this takes us to the built-in module for email. I'm going to go with this one here, the Greenbrier Restaurant, which has no Facebook page and no advertising and no retargeting. So we go into our built-in cold email composing module. And from here, we're going to make sure our SMTP is set up as we showed you earlier. And then over here, we're going to put, then this is who it's to, and this is who it's from, which is going to be me, which is lou@kyvio.com. And then we're going to get a subject that's kind of relative here. And we noticed you have no Facebook page. We can help. Right, and then we're going to go down to our WYSIWYG editor here and create a email that makes sense as an offer so that we can reach out to them. So we can also create email templates that allow us to then save them. So say we're doing a lot of work in a particular city, a particular niche, a particular service. We can create templates for those different things and reuse those cold email templates and turn them off or on and use our full WYSIWYG editor here. And then, of course, save the templates so we have it to use later. Here you can see other searches we've done here that include restaurants in Gatlinburg, restaurants in Cody, Wyoming. We've done antique stores, dog kennels in Reno, barbers in New Mexico, plumbers in Springfield, Virginia. There's a wide variety of services, of niches that you can offer and collect them from throughout the world in Local Leader.
Awesome. So just to bring you back, that was a demo from Lou. He works with us. He's amazing at basically presenting software. What did you think? Did you like Local Leader, what it can do so far? And honestly, like I said, I'm going to go through that with you again step by step because there's so much to unpack in there. Now, while that demo was playing, I was answering a few questions, and I'm going to bring up those questions again for everyone here so you can know what questions were asked, what was answered. But basically, the questions were, how do we email them? That was the first thing. Or can we just upload the list into Constant Contact and email them? That was the first question. Second question was, what kind of niches we should go after, right? So I'll tackle both of them as we go through these steps. So keep watching. Let me know if you can still hear me back, because I brought you back. Just give me a quick one if you can hear me okay, and then we'll continue with the presentation. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Okay, good. Local Leader is, in fact, I will say again, one of the best lead generation software because not only does it give you leads, but actually tells you what these leads need, what these businesses need. Do they need, are they looking for WordPress websites? Are they running retargeting ads? Do they have social media accounts? And if so, how active they are? Do they need reputation management? All these different things. So it opens up the level of services, depth of services that you can offer to them, which again brings me to this point. Step number 2 is give these businesses what they need. So a bad agency owner, like I said, and you've probably seen those quite often, would spam you to death saying, hi, this is what I do. Can we work together? And they email you like 3, 5, 10 times. Those people usually don't run a very successful business because, again, they're doing spray and pray approach where they basically contact 1,000 leads at a time. They tell everyone like, hey, I'm a web developer or I'm a web developer agency. Let us develop something for you. But if you don't have need for actual software development, why would you answer to that person? Right? So Local Leader actually tells you what these businesses need. Do they have a website? Are they using LinkedIn? Do they have a Facebook page? Are they using Twitter? Do they have Instagram? Is it Google ranking good or is it bad? Do they have a low reputation? Do they have a high reputation? Do they need more reviews? Are they running ads by Google AdWords? Are they running Facebook ads? Do they have a retargeting pixel on their site? So if you know even one of these things about a business, you can already go and offer them something. If you know all of them, well, you're looking at a pretty strong, pretty credible business. Now, the way we're able to get all these details, as I showed you in the demo, is that we use a secret sauce. So we use a deep crawling engine. What the deep crawling engine does is that it looks at every business and it microscopically looks at what marketing assets they have and what they don't have. Now, this is where I'll answer the first question that I saw in chat a few minutes ago. The question was, hey, all these competitive businesses like chiropractors, doctors, dentists, everyone's offering all sorts of services to them. They wouldn't want to listen to me. I want like low-hanging fruits. I want businesses, niches basically that are easy to get in. Now, let me tell you this. If you want to target a low-hanging fruit, a business that's easy to get in, chances are that they're not spending a lot of time or effort into marketing, so they may not appreciate it very much. So when you go to them and say, hey, pay me $1,000 a month and I can do this for you, they'll be like, oh, no, that sounds too much. I can pay you a couple $100 plus a few pastries every month. Obviously, that may not feed your family, right? So you will say no to that. So it's okay to go after good business types, business types that can actually pay you, because the leads are worth far more to them. Again, just do a comparison. If you go into, say, a local bakery, right? A local bakery in a village. Let's use that as an example. If you go to a local bakery in a village and say, hey, I can get you like 100 new customers coming in every single day, or I can help improve your website, they'd be like, okay, great, but we don't have a budget. We can give you free bread for a month. But that's the best we can do. Now, maybe you'll settle for that, but most people won't. But if you go to a doctor or a dentist in a bigger city, it may be hard to get, but when you do close one, they're paying you a couple of $1,000, $3,000 a month for your help. So which one would you choose? So that's my first answer, is that don't always think low-hanging fruit is the best. Go for the business types that actually are already interested in marketing and they have a bit of budget to spend on it as well. And when you use local leader, this is the kind of data that you get. You get details about their business. For example, of course, you get the name, right? You get the email, you get the phone number. Email if it exists, if you can find it. You get the phone number. Do they have a website or not? You get to know that as well. Do they have a LinkedIn page or LinkedIn account or not? Are they on Facebook, their Facebook fan page? Do they have a Twitter account? Do they have an Instagram account? And again, all of this is really useful, because if you do anything on social media, you can just go in and offer them content creation or management services. How are they ranking on Google, right? So for example, this tells you for this particular keyword, let's say art studio in Sydney, how does this website rank? And if it ranks on 78, they're not doing a very good job for SEO optimization, so you can go and sell it to them, right? So you can do that quite easily. You get to see their ratings and review counts, like how many reviews they have. Is their rating any good? If the rating is below 4, even I would say 4.2, that's a bad rating, and you need to go in and help them manage their reputation. And reputation management is a pretty big industry as well. Are they spending money on advertising? Right? Are they running paid ads on platforms? If they are, you get to know that instantly. If they're not, I think you know what to do, right? You can just go to these businesses and say, hey, let us do this for you. Let us run retargeting ads, remarketing ads. Let us run your Facebook ads. So you can do all this based on the information that you get using local leader. Now consider the manual process here. Consider that you had to actually go in and manually find one business, their email address, their phone number, then find all their social media channels, then find how they are doing on Google for that keyword, find if they have, what kind of reviews they have. Do they have Google My Business? Are they running Google ads? Are they running Facebook ads? Do they have a retargeting pixel on the side? If you had to do this manually for one business, it would easily take you an hour. Imagine doing this for 100 businesses a day, 100 hours. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't have 100 hours in a day. In fact, I barely even have 8 hours in a day, right? So if you don't have 100 hours in a day, what you need to do is you need to find a way to basically create this kind of list really quickly. Okay, let me show you again. I'll bring this up one more time so you can see. We've done quite a few searches, here. So there's quite a few leads here already populated. And I'm just going to go for, let's say, sushi in Tokyo, right? But okay, let's go for nightclubs in Barcelona. And you'll see all the different nightclubs listed in Barcelona. Now, do you think, if one of these nightclubs doesn't have a fan page, they are missing out. If they don't have an Instagram account, are they even the real nightclub, right? So you can go in and offer them that as a service. If their reputation sucks, which in the case of bars and nightclubs it usually does, you can go and offer them reputation management services because they need it. And again, if you're saying, oh, but I don't know how to do all this stuff, I don't know how to manage reputation, I don't know how to do any of this, this is what you can do. You can literally find people on Fiverr on Upwork or anywhere else who can do this for you. You can close a client and you can deliver the work to someone else. Let's say if a business wasn't ranking very well on Google, you can close them on SEO services, charge $500,000 a month. There are people on Fiverr basically that would charge you $100 a month for service to help local businesses rank for one particular keyword in a month, and then you can charge $1,000 for that. So think about the margin that you have in that case. We call this arbitrage. So again, that's your first that's the second option. First option, of course, is do the work yourself. If you don't want to, you give the work to someone else. That's called arbitrage, right? Now, what you can also do, if you don't want to do arbitrage, is you can actually sell these leads. Let's say, I'll do a very simple Google search in front of you, okay? Give me 1 second. And let's say I search for agencies for social media marketing. Agencies for social media marketing. Let's say also I type in for local businesses. Okay, so there you go. I found all these services already, and this is from Finland, so you see a different name, but that's what they do, right? They basically handle social media accounts for a business. I could literally contact them and say, hey, I can get you, like I can see, for example, is this one is Finnish. So I can go to them and say, hey, I see that you're offering social media marketing services in Finland. I'll be happy to get you, you know, like I have a lot of restaurant and bars leads. Like if I know that's what they're after, I can get them that. So you can maybe look into their past, basically clients if they have any, and you can quickly work out what kind of clients they need. And you can quickly say, hey, what if I deliver these leads to you? How much would you pay me? And I will also tell you with these leads, what's their Facebook page, what's their LinkedIn account, what's their Twitter account, do they have Instagram or not? And if so, what that is. How much would you pay me? And if you're wondering, by the way, this is from HubSpot research. This is what HubSpot came back with. If you are targeting these niches, let's say if you go for the non-profit industry, each lead is worth about $43. If you target the IT and services industry, each lead is worth $370, right? So anywhere in between. For smaller companies with less than 1 million revenue, the lead is approximately worth $166. For companies with more than $500 million revenue, the lead is worth $429. So I'm showing you this, and this is basically from 2017. So it is a bit old. I admit it's a bit old, but I'm showing you this to tell you that high quality leads are very desirable. There are businesses out there whose sole job is servicing restaurants or dentists or doctors or you know, anyone, bars, anyone. They will pay you happily for leads for a certain location, let's say, or for a certain niche. Okay, they would happily make a deal with you, and they'll say, okay, you know, give me 100 leads basically this month, and I'll pay you $20 per lead. That's $2,000 in your pocket. Maybe next month they'll come back and say, hey, now we're ready to scale up. We want more leads. We want 250 leads this month. We can't pay you 20 per lead, but we can pay you 15. That's still good for you because that is still about, I think, close to $4,000 for, again, you clicking a couple of buttons. So that's what you do. If you don't want to build your own business, if you don't want to arbitrage and basically, you know, get the work done by someone else, you can quite easily just give the leads to someone else. And right, I want to show you this too. Give me 1 second and I'll bring this up. Once I have all these leads, I can basically click here and I can download them as CSV. I can print it, or I can download them as a PDF file as well. So when I get this PDF file, literally all the leads are in there and I can just hand them over to the client. If I don't want to include certain leads, I can get rid of them too. For example, I can go to filters and I can say, hey, I only want leads that don't have Instagram. Apply. And there you go. I have quite a few leads here as well. So even if there's like about 40 leads, I don't actually know how many there are. Even if there are these 40 leads, I can deliver them to an agency that does Instagram marketing, and each lead would be worth about $30, $40 each, easily. Even if they're, now look, I'm saying that's how much it would be worth. Even if they're really short change, even if they're like, hey, we can only pay you $5 per lead. You're like, oh no, that sucks, right? $5 per lead, oh, horrible. But check this out. If I select all of them, that's still about 40 leads, I think. $200. I mean, that's not a bad payday for what I did, is it? Right? It's not bad at all. So this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to help you basically find a way to generate these leads easily, so you know exactly what to give to them and you can use them for yourself, or you can sell them on to someone else. Does this sound profitable or not? Give me a quick yes if it does. Type in a yes for me in chat box so I know again you're active, and this sounds pretty profitable, because it is. I mean, I hate repeating this again and again, but what I'm showing to you basically today, agencies would cut off their arm and a leg for that if they could just generate leads like these on demand. That's what they need. They're spending so much money running Facebook ads, Google ads, trying to target local businesses. And I'm sure you've asked this question before as well. Like, hey, I want to target like restaurant owners in my city to help them. How do I run Facebook ads? Don't run Facebook ads. This is what you need to do. This is exactly what you need to do. And trust me when I say this, it 100% works. Yeah, I can show the filter screen again. You can use this filter screen basically to just filter these columns that I have over here. Okay, you can do the same with GMB as well. Let me close this. So next question is, how do I email them, right? Let's go into step number 3. Let's go right here. Step number 3, how do I actually send them prospecting emails? Now look, we are doing B2B here. If you don't know the rules of B2B, if you are new to it, I can explain to you right now. Basically, don't send offers that are not coherent to what they do. For example, if you were to download a list of restaurants and say, hey, I found this software that, you click a button and you make like $20, that's spamming, right? That's spamming. On the other hand, if you contact them and say, hey, I want to print your menus, that's not spamming. That's the genuine offer that you're making to them, and that's fine. That comes under B2B. So GDPR, Can Spam Act, California has some rules as well for that. All of the rules basically allow you to send out B2B emails as long as you have a clear intent, as long as if they say, okay, stop emailing me, you stop emailing them, and as long as if they unsubscribe, basically, you don't email them again, right? So you need all that. Now, here's the thing. Here's the tough part. Someone asked, again, this is the second question someone asked in the chat. They said, oh, but can I just download these leads and, upload them in Constant Contact? For starters, yes, you can download the leads as I showed you, but don't upload them in Constant Contact. Don't upload them in ActiveCampaign. Don't upload them in MailChimp or Aweber, GetResponse, SendLane, Send, all these different tools. Why? Because they don't allow cold email marketing. They're not built for cold email marketing. They don't have the mechanism in place to safely deliver cold emails. So no, you cannot take these leads and mail them via those platforms, because they will ban you. I'm telling you right now, they will ban you. So what do? Well, you got a couple of options. Let me go back into this. So for starters, we have a built-in leads manager right within this, right? So this is what it looks like. Let's say if I wanted to, I could save some of these leads, right? So I could say, okay, I want to save these leads because I want to email them later. I'll go into saved, go to favorites. So these were, I guess these were nightclubs in Barcelona. Let's go into save leads. So they were the 4 leads that I saved. That's who I want to email. I want to basically sell them Instagram creation management services, because that's what my business does. So here's what I can do. I have the email address here already. I can come here to this site. I can click this button and I can send them an email. Now, in this particular case, you need to connect your SMTP account. So I think I can show you by another channel, but we have integration with SendGrid. Mailgun, I think, is another one. I'll show you that in a few minutes, because I have to log out of this account. Actually, just let me go to the other screen, because I can't show you the key by accident. So we have integrations with SendGrid, Mailjet, Mailgun, and Sendinblue. Okay, so as long as you have the SMTP, you can put the SMTP key in, and then you can send these emails. So one by one, you're going to email like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I can do for you. Here's a subject like, hey, no Instagram account? I can help you, right? So you'll send them an email, hey, business name, I noticed that you don't have an Instagram account. I want to do this for you, want to help you. Let me help you. You can do this quite easily from here. Now, it is possible that some of you have mailed your prospect already. That's actually our platform that's been built for cold email marketing. If you have that, you can use that too. I think, let me see if I can go back here quickly and go here. I want to see if this is where I can't remember where that button is to actually just mail directly from MailView. Let me check. Oh yeah, I think it appears once I put the key in, so I haven't put the key in. But if you have MailView prospect, you can actually mail them in bulk from MailView as well. Now, how do you actually do that? That's something we discuss with you later on in bonus trainings. If you don't have that, we'll have a special deal for you much later as well. But for now, I want you to focus on this because this has a built-in email module where all you have to do is put in an SMTP, and you can get SMTP for free up to a certain level from SendGrid, MailJet, and all these other companies, right? You get the SMTP key, you put that in, and you can start sending emails. Now, when you send the emails, you can come in here. We have some templates for you as well, by the way. So if you get the full account, you see all these different templates, some for reputation management, some for ratings, review generation, Google My Business, SEO, web development, and all that. Okay. Then you can also track. So when you actually send an email, you can track here what email was sent, was it opened, and so on. So all that is visible for you here if you want to. Of course, you can download these leads, like I said, and you can mail them directly as well if you want to. But if you just wanted to use the SMTP here, you're welcome to use that as well. So there is, again, a built-in leads manager. There's a built-in cold email sender. It's WYSIWYG, so what you see is what you get. And it's plain text because really that's what works. You don't want to send heavily designed emails to people you don't know. There's a built-in outreach tracker. This is what it looks like. So you see the email, the subject status, was it opened or not opened, and what date it was sent. So you see all those details. And like I said, we have integrations with a few different SMTPs. And if you have MailView Prospect, we have that as well. But basically, all in all, this gives you the ability to find the leads, qualify them. So if I go into previous searches, you'll see that as well. You can qualify them based on what they have, what they don't have. And then you can also, based on that, contact them. So what do you think about Local Leader so far? Do you like it? 1 out of 10. How much do you like it? Let me know in the chat box. 1 out of 10. Do you hate Local Leader? Do you absolutely love it? What do you think about it? Is it something that you feel will give you a leg up compared to everyone else for when it comes to generating local leads? I mean, this is literally the only system that you're going to find that gives you leads on demand, right? I want to show you another one. So there's this one I've seen before. Wait, I'm pretty sure that was it. Let me find it. Was it this one? Yeah, this is a program that I have seen in the past. It's called anyleads.com. It does pretty much the same thing. Like, it helps you generate leads. If you look at the pricing, this is what the pricing looks like. You pay $99 a month or $80 per year. So again, it is rather expensive, as you can imagine. But what do you think about this? Let me see the comments first, and then I'll answer some questions. Yes, the software is awesome. 10, 10, 10, perfect. Can you get immediate notification when an email is open? You don't get that tool, Mike. You will have to come into the dashboard and check it yourself. How can I offer and execute lead generation plus emailing as a service in a package to a different business? Same way we've shown you, Charlie. Basically, you just tell them like, hey, I have these, I can contact businesses on your behalf, and you only pay, for example, for businesses that basically, get on a call with you or buy from you. So you can even do that as a percentage split. So let's say if a business spends $1,000 with you, you pay me 30, 40%. So then you get in charge of just emailing these businesses, and then once they become warm, once they're interested, you forward it to them. Once they buy, you get paid. Of course, you need to negotiate and trust basically with that agency owner. Okay, so having said all that, basically to me, Local Lead Gen tool is pretty freaking awesome. I'll do some searches for you in real time a little bit later, so you can give me suggestions. If I pick it, I'll do that research for you. But let's get you to the deal now, because I want to give you a deal. You've been with me for 15 minutes already, which is fantastic. I appreciate it. I want to show you how you can get all of this for a one-time fee. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to literally give you everything I've shown you, plus a few more things I couldn't show you, as an exclusive bundle deal. When we do these sessions, you know how it goes. There's an exclusive bundle deal with a very special discount coupon that is only available for you on this session. So you're going to see this. And for 25 people, we're going to make this incredible package deal available just for 25 people. This includes full access to the entire funnel. So you got the commercial license, the pro license, extreme toolkit, all these things. You're going to get access to literally every single thing. So let me one more time introduce you to Local Leader, with which you can find active leads and everything about them, everything there is to know about them with a single click. It is really, really good. You don't need to rely on Google. You don't need to rely on Yelp, Yellow Pages, God forbid, or anything else. You can literally find, qualify, and send an email based on these qualifications to all these leads. And again, like I said, every feature that I showed you is unlocked for you right within this platform. Every single feature. Plus, we also have some bonuses. So I showed you the platform, but what I didn't tell you was that I like to teach. I like to talk. So we have about 4 weeks of bonus sessions planned with you. We have a session a week where we're going to go in and show you not just how to use Local Leader, like that's okay. We're actually going to show you how to make money with it. So I've been talking all this time about how to sell these leads. I'm actually going to, in front of you, I'll email these agencies and pitch them these leads. So you're going to see that live in these bonus sessions. In the bonus session, I'm also going to show you how I'm able to upload basically 100, 200, 500 leads at once of my own and email them about my own service. So you're going to see all of that on these bonus sessions. So it's going to be an application training, not a tutorial. I mean, the software is really crazy simple to use, but I want to give you application training so you can actually utilize this for your own business too. Plus, of course, you get a commercial license with this, which means, like I said, you can sell these leads to someone else if you want to. Plus, you get additional training, which is called Offline Blueprint. That's basically a guide that tells you unique ways to profit as an offline consultant. And you also get Social Sauce, which helps you create social images, which is perfect if you want to offer social media services. So what are you getting today? Literally everything, right? A powerful web-based lead generation app with a deep crawling engine. The database is continuously, daily updated. So we're not just scraping, just so you know, we're not scraping data from just like a web page. We use a lot of APIs. We kept this information up to date. We add more data daily, but we renew the data weekly, basically. We keep the data active weekly. There's a built-in cold email outreach module. There's a built-in email performance tracker, leads manager as well, and all the different things, right? So this is everything that you're getting just at the first step. Just at the first step, the ability to generate 10,000 leads, up to 10,000 leads. At the next step, you have the pro version. Okay, with the pro version, we actually add, it says boost your results and add 30,000 more leads, actually 40,000 more leads. So now with the Local Leader package, you're able to generate 50,000 leads. And like I said, look, approximately, even if you are terrible at negotiation and you just find a really stingy client that wants to buy all those 50,000 leads from you, and they're like, oh, I can't pay $20 per lead, I'll pay you $1 per lead. Like, let's say, worst case scenario, you can only sell a lead at $1 a piece. 50,000 leads. How many dollars is that? Think about that, right? So we also get you, with this upgrade, that you get upgraded Instagram data. You unlock Google My Business data as well. You get advanced search, you get CSV export, and fast track support from our team as well. Okay, so you get all these things unlocked for you as part of this deal. GMB is pretty cool, by the way, because GMB is something a lot of local businesses don't know about. So even if it exists, they don't know how to utilize it. You can easily sell them on that, or again, give the leads to someone else. Plus, we have a couple of bonuses, which is our page 1 rankings blueprint training, as well as done for you SEO graphics pack. So if you want to do SEO services, this graphic pack is going to help you. So you're going to get lifetime access to the commercial license, and also doesn't say it, but lifetime access to the pro license as well. The ability to collect up to 50,000 leads, like I said. Then on top of that, we want to give you the extreme version too. Now look, what we have done with this extreme version is we've basically provided you email verification too. So when you are downloading cold leads, let's say, you're going to want to verify them. It helps because while we do what we can on our part, we can't verify hundreds of millions of leads that we have in our database. So sometimes you will have to verify them yourself as well before you email them. So what you can do is you can run up to 2,000 monthly email verifications by us. There are other services you can use as well for something like this if you want, but with us, you can run up to 2,000 email verifications a month. We've also added WordPress to your search results. So with the search, you actually get told whether or not these sites are using WordPress, because if they are, I can tell you basically a lot of these services, a lot of these agencies will pay a lot of money to know whether or not someone is using WordPress, because they can help them with WordPress maintenance. So you get details about that too. Also, you'll know if they are using Shopify. So if you want to help e-commerce businesses, if you want to know if they have Shopify or not, you get that detail as well. Okay, plus you get details about SEO schema. You can determine very quickly if the site is mobile friendly or not. We also give you 15 plus cold email swipes. You saw that. And there's an upgraded export feature, so you can brand your PDFs with your own business. And you also get to know whether or not they're using Google Analytics, right? So literally all these things are unlocked for you. And just so you know, we got another couple of bonuses here. Done for your outreach email and our top 100 affiliate marketing emails, which you may or may not want to use for other parts of your business. So you get access to these. Now, just so you know, I want to be very clear on this. The local extreme upgrade, because we have monthly recurring credits, it's a monthly or annual program, but we're going to give you 12-month access to this. You're welcome to renew it with us in the future if you want. If you don't, that's perfectly fine as well. But this is a monthly or annual program otherwise. Okay, on top of that, we have local leader agency box. So with this agency box, we're basically going to give you beautiful done for you social media content. Okay, spelling of social is wrong, I apologize, but you're going to get done for you beautiful social media content, top quality business tools as well that you can use. You're going to get additional covers that cover all kind of local services, so you can present your website, present your business quite lavishly. You get everything which is done so it's editable for you. Plus today, on top of that, we give you an agency branding kit, reviews booster handout, as well as customer list builder. So we give you a ton of additional resources in this agency box. If you wanted to set up an agency for, let's say, SEO or other things, you can do that quite easily with this agency box. On top of that, we also give you our local leader automate. So this is upgrade number 4, but again, remember, all of this is included for you in this bundle deal. So with local leader automate, you're going to discover exactly where to start your agency, the perfect questions to ask in the beginning, discover who your audience is and what they want, how to land your first client, and when and how to add staff, which is something you'll have to do when you are scaling up. I did this training last month for people. They paid between $47 to $97 for it, and they absolutely loved it. There was 6-module training, about, I think, 2 hours and 15 minutes or 2.5 hours, something like that. And it goes through everything you need to build an agency in the most automated fashion ever, which, by the way, you get a good head start with local leader because you can now generate leads pretty much quickly. Plus, we also give you an additional 5 done for you follow-up swipes. So altogether, you're getting access to local leader lifetime commercial license, local leader pro, local leader extreme upgrade, local leader agency box, and agency automate training as well, which is easily worth $1,785. Now, beyond this, of course, you get all the bonuses that are promised. So far, I don't know if you're keeping count, but there are 14 additional software and training bonuses included for you. 14 additional software and training bonuses included for you. On top of that, and this is something I do selectively, I would be happy to jump on a one-on-one call with you for 15 minutes. I'm not promising you an hour or two, for 15 minutes, just to guide you. Not just about local leader, but if that's about building an agency, it's about anything else in your business. I'd be happy to do a 15-minute brainstorming session with you to help you in your business. Now, this is, again, free for anyone who gets the bundle deal. I think it's pretty valuable. I don't do calls just with anyone. I do selectively with people that pay. And because you become a paying customer of ours with local leader bundle deal, I want to give you that as well. Now, the deal itself is worth $2,624. We'll reveal the price of this in just a couple of minutes. Before I do, though, if you want the bundle link early, because you have limited seats, you have limited discount. If you want the bundle link early, type in bundle in chat, and someone from my team is going to drop you a bundle link as well as the discount code. Okay, so whoever's listening, Nicholas, Constantine, whoever's here, please drop whoever's asking the bundle link as well as the discount code so they can utilize both before everyone else does. I appreciate fast action takers, so I want to make sure I reward you for taking action quickly. So if you type in bundle, Nicholas, please get the discount code as well. Please pass that to, just not the link. Please pass the discount code as well to people ASAP. Okay. TL agency scale did, but it was a more basic lead generator. This one actually gives you a big depth of data as well. Okay, so bundle link and code. Let me see. I know there's I think Nicholas is a bit inundated because there's literally like 100 of you asking for it. So just hang tight. He's going to get the link for you, including the coupon code as well. Okay, there you go. There you go. I think you have the coupon code now. Perfect. So let me just check this. Give me 1 second. I think there's something I need to fix on this slide before I'm able to reveal that to you. In the meantime, Nicholas is basically going to give you your code. Okay, so keep asking, and he will give you that code. And I'm just fixing the code on the slides because Nicholas just corrected me and everyone. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so all this, I can reveal the code and the link to you shortly as well. All this basically, like I said, is worth $2,624. Look, if you were to come out there, and I told you, even if you were a terrible negotiator, even if you found the stinkiest client out there, stinkiest agency client, who will say, hey, I'll only pay you $1 per lead, you're getting to download to collect up to 50,000 leads. That's easily up to $50,000. I mean, worst case, okay, the absolute worst case, you find Uncle Scrooge, right, from Donald Duck, and he says, I can only pay you 10 cents a lead. You're still getting $5,000 worth of leads with that. $5,000 worth of leads. So I think it's quite easily worth $997 for a package. Would you agree? Would you not? Yeah, easily. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you access to this right now. And right now, Nicholas, Constantine, you can drop the link to everyone, please. That's fine. And you can use the code Leads Bundle for 10% off. You can use the code Leads Bundle for 10% off. Now, here's the thing. I can't reveal the price to you right now. I can't speak out the price for this right now because we are fully intending to raise the price to this bundle a little bit later. Okay, we're going to raise the price to this bundle a little bit later, which is why I can't reveal the price to you, because for those of you that are watching this later, you're going to be like, hey, but Neil, you promised this low price and now the price is going up. What's up? I'm giving this to you as a first mover advantage. Okay, so just go ahead, type in the chat box. If you're in, type in bundle now. If you're in, type in bundle if you're jumping into this bundle deal, because by far it is the most value-driven deal we put out. Look, we've often put out funnel builders, we put out membership site creators, we put out tools that help you do social media designs, all these different things. I mean, you know me. If you know me, you know we've been doing this for quite some time. None of those tools, sadly, right, actually give you value in terms of money in, money out. This is the first time they've ever offered you a tool with a depth of data that I'm telling you, you can literally go out there, and like I said, even if you suck, even if you get Uncle Scrooge buying leads from you, you can still sell each lead for 10 cents, for 10 measly cent. I mean, that never happens. Leads on Facebook cost more. Leads on Facebook cost like $2, $3, $5, $10. But even if you were to like say, okay, Neil, I don't believe you, I'm just gonna cheapen my service as much as possible, give away leads for 10 cents a piece, you still make $5,000 from the limits that you're getting. Still make $5,000. Now, I don't know about you, but that is pretty incredible to me. Okay, so again, type in bundle or type in I'm in, so I know you're in. We have a limit of 25 people. You got the link early as well, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be part of the first 25. If you're not, you're lost. If you are, perfect. That'd be awesome. So let me know, type in for me so I know you're in, and that'd be great. Do the leads get downloaded into spreadsheet? They do. So I showed you the download button earlier. I'll bring that up a little bit later again. So you can download them as PDF. You can also download them basically into a spreadsheet if you want to. I'll show you that in just a couple of minutes too. And look, this is everything that you're getting as part of the deal. So one more time, for the first 25, you get guaranteed a price. You also get guaranteed the discount code. Okay, I can't reveal the price for you, but I can tell you right now, I think we have that too. Let me see if we have, I'm not sure if we offer that. Oh yeah, we have a hidden upgrade too that I'm gonna reserve for the first 25 people. That hidden upgrade basically is called Smart Academy. It's something that we offer to you basically further down the line. So this is how our business works. When you come into our business in about 30 days time or so, we're going to send you some emails about our training membership site. It's called Smart Academy. It costs $497. It includes my training from the last 5 years or so. Everything that I've done. There's literally 100 hours of training in there. We charge you $497 for that. But if you're one of the first 25 people, you will get access to the hidden upgrade as well. Okay.